Hello and welcome to the Sports Zone.
I'm Rachel Franks.
And I'm Tamia Spells. On today's show, it is our Halloween episode. So we'll be just talking about some superstitions. We'll get to hear from some athletes about their superstitions. And you'll also get to see some fun Halloween costumes from different athletes. We'll also be having some fun predictions for upcoming games.
For our first segment, we went around and asked a couple different football players what their game day superstitions are and who they're going to be for Halloween.
You're in the sports zone.
Not really, I guess it just depends on how I feel that morning. I don't have anything like changing of the draws or anything like that. I don't have any. I think I keep these on. I don't really do anything without these. This one, it's for my friend back at home who has cystic fibrosis, so that's about my only game day ritual.
Yeah, I keep these bands on right here. I ain't took them off since like the end of my junior year.
Have they brought you luck?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
I have to listen to Mary J. Blige for my games. But yeah, I got a lot of superstitions. When we leave from a farmhouse, I always listen to 305 in my city. Listen a little bit of Drake. Wait till the game. First song always Shekinah Glory. Say Yes song, little gospel song. Since I got into college, I always listen to music before a game on the bus. I always walk out and look for like the opposing receivers, try to mug them down a little bit, let them know what's up before the game. And whenever you have a good game, you kind of gotta do the same swag and just keep on going until you don't have a good game. Then you gotta switch it up until you find something new. Oh, I gotta tell you about my last superstition.
Oh.
Last game, picked my hair out on Thursday. Had a good game, so every Thursday now I'm just picking out my hair till it change.
Not really, but no, just not really.
Myself, I really don't believe in any superstition or anything like that. But if I had to say something that I do before every game, I guess I could say I listen to a little bit of Jay-Z. I feel like I just like his flow, and it just calms my nerves down before I go out there and play. So that's one thing I do.
I'm going to be myself.
Michael Blackson.
LeBron James.
Okay.
Number 6.
Number 6. The greatest all time, according to you.
The greatest of all time, no question.
Okay.
Me right now.
Think about Spider-Man. When we get back, I'm dressing up as Frankie B. Yeah.
So let's get into discussion of what some of these athletes said.
Well, first of all, Brandon didn't really seem to have many superstitions. He had some bracelets that he wore every game, which was an interesting story behind one of the bracelets.
Yeah, it was one of his friends. It was very supportive cause.
Yeah.
And it's also funny because also Chuck Clark said he wore some bands as well. Like he never took the bands off his left hand, I think it was. So that's interesting to just hear that you have to wear
certain things.
And sometimes they become superstitions without even you knowing it. It's like, oh, well, I just realized I never take this off, so I guess that's my superstition.
Yeah.
I think what's also interesting to hear from some of them to say that they don't have superstitions, but they listen to music, which I said going into this. I think a lot of them probably just have certain songs and stuff that they'll listen to. And Drew said Jay-Z.
Yeah, Jay-Z, and then
Drew said
Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
He was a big fan of her.
I mean, that was cool.
I wouldn't imagine that as pump up music typically.
Yeah. So. I think for some people it's a mental thing, it's your nerves, you want to have your nerves calm down. It's getting your zone. So it's interesting how everybody gets into their zone differently.
Yeah.
No, Kendall.
Oh, Kendall had a lot of superstitions.
Kendall had a lot of superstitions. He was like, oh yeah, and I also have to tell you about this. And I think the funniest one was that all of a sudden last Thursday he picked his hair out and then he got 3 picks, 3 interceptions in that game. So now every Thursday he picks his hair out before the games, which every Thursday will be. This Thursday will be his second time. So hopefully we'll see the pick.
Yeah, I hope it works. I think it's a good superstition. It's only weird if it doesn't work.
I guess. I just think so.
I personally have game day underwear that I have to wear. And if we lose, then I have to like change which underwear is my game day underwear.
Yeah, I don't have game day superstitions. I just joke like, oh, we lost Duke because I didn't sit where I normally sit at. And I sat with Rachel the last game and we lost, so.
Definitely my fault.
Yeah, no, I think it's really interesting to hear about some like professional.
There's some crazy ones out there.
I mean, MJ Classic grew up watching Space Jam, so everyone knows he, wears his UNC shorts underneath his Bull shorts. So when he was playing for the Bulls,
It worked.
It worked, but it's like extra baggage. Is
That's
so much.
true.
Like you're thinking like it'll slow you down, but I guess if it works, who
I
am I
bet
to
those
judge?
shorts were pretty gross by the time he retired.
Yeah.
Serena Williams wears the same socks throughout an entire tournament. So that's interesting, maybe a little uncleanly, but it seems to work for her as well.
I mean, another one that baseball, pro baseball players do is if they're in a slump, they sleep with a baseball bat to get out of their slump, which is like
Uncomfortable?
I get like really. It's like yeah. I wonder if it only works for baseball players though. Like if we have some people.
Yeah. What if we had Logan sleep with a football?
Yeah. Or last year when like Rob and Jarrell were in their slumps, like we could have them sleep with a basketball.
Well, another basketball one is the last person to shoot during warm-up is supposed to have a good game.
And I guess another, I mean, you can go for basketball or whatever other sport, but like playoff beards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like once you're in the playoffs, you can't shave your beard. Like you have to let it go out.
I think that is like big in baseball.
Baseball, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't apply to me, so I don't really have an opinion on it. I know Tiger always wears red on Sundays. That's what he's known for. And like Nike sort of has used that as like a way to promote themselves. Sort of.
And tell them about the Madden curse. The Madden curse is really interesting.
The Madden curse is, if you don't know, if you're on the cover of Madden, your next season you're either going to get injured or go into a slump. And we've seen like a number of people have this. Ray Lewis, Michael Vick, my favorite. I think Troy Polamalu got injured. Donovan McNabb. So we gotta watch out. Superstitions are true. Yeah.
Superstitions are true. Only on Halloween.
They're real. Sometimes I feel like mentally it messes you up if you don't like go by a certain routine.
Yeah. I guess you just have to have that mental toughness and that mental preparation. Like you have to be organized mentally. But I mean, superstitions exist, so I guess we're just gonna have to deal with them. And if you hear of any good superstitions, just let us know.
Players also gave us like a little insight into what they're gonna be for Halloween. Some of them were sort of boring and said themselves. But I liked Michael Blackson.
Oh yeah, Michael Blackson was funny. Trey said he was gonna be LeBron. I mean, if you watch the show, you know Trey thinks LeBron is the greatest of all time. But he had on the Miami, he had on the Chicago Bulls hat, and he had on like his J's and stuff.
I feel like he's not a real fan.
Cause he's
switching back and forth.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, go back, rewind the tape, and go back and look at him. He had on his Chicago Bulls hat, talking about he gonna be LeBron James. So who else? Kendall had a good one. He said he was gonna be Frankie B.
Oh, Frankie B.
Frank Beamer.
I don't know if Kendall can really pull off Frank Beamer.
I don't know. I mean, he was practicing a little bit. He sounded like he
got it?
He sounded like he had it a little bit.
Okay.
I guess we just gotta wait and see. We just want to thank all of the players for participating in our Man on the Street and the one non-player.
So our next segment is going to be predictions. We're going to predict who's going to win the Coaches for Cancer tournament that the basketball team is about to participate in. We're going to predict some stuff about the ACC tournament that the women's soccer team is about to play in. And we're going to see who's going to beat Miami. So then we're going to go back maybe next week and see who was right and who was wrong. Okay, Tamia. So the first game of Coaches vs. Cancer is against
USC Upstate.
Do you think they're going to win?
No, I think we're going to win.
I have to agree. I think we're going to win. It's our first game of the season. We're going to come out strong.
It's in Castle Coliseum. You know,
hopefully it'll be packed.
Yeah, come out and support the basketball team, especially because it's a new team. You know, I know it's sad we lost Eric Green, but he's doing great things now. But I mean, we have a lot of new players, a lot of talented
There's a lot
players.
of freshmen that we're really excited about.
Yeah, so I guess.
Okay, so then they're gonna play West Virginia.
Woo.
This is a tough one.
This is a tough one. As you guys may remember, West Virginia was the team that took us, you know, out of our streak, you know. So, but they don't have. I don't think they have a lot of their like power players that they had last year. So I mean, I'm saying we coming off with the win, but I think it'll be.
I really want us to win.
What was the prediction?
West Virginia beat us last year when we were hot, when we were good. That was at their home. This is in Castle. I don't think we can do it though. I'm sorry, Coach JJ. I'm sorry, but hopefully I'm wrong.
Hopefully she's wrong. I mean, obviously she's going to be wrong. We're going to come out. We're going to get the win against West Virginia. So.
Okay, so then the next game that we have to play is against
VMI.
Virginia School. Do you think in-state battle we can win?
Yes. I mean, we've done it before. I mean, I think we can take VMI. It's no.
I have 100% confidence that we're going to beat VMI.
And all of these games, like, are at home. Is the VMI game at home?
It is at home. The whole first part of Coaches for Cancer.
Coaches versus Cancer.
Versus Cancer. Not for Cancer. is at home. And then after that, we do go to New York.
So, I mean, for the home games, be out there. It's very early in the season. It's a good cause. It's a tournament, you know, against cancer. So come out and support and, you know, watch me be right and get all 3 W's. You know.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
what about the game in New York? The first game we play against Michigan State. First time we're ever playing them. Can we come up with a win?
You know what? I think by that game, it's either going to be like we're going to win or we're going to need a lot of work and we're going to like. I think either way we can still win, but I think after those first 3 games we'll kind of have a little bit more definition to the team, and it'll be can our freshmen really perform, can our older guys really perform consistently. So I'm going to say, if I think the first 3 games are going to go our way, then I think we're going to be able to come out and beat Michigan State. It may be a little bit more of a fight, but I think we'll have some definition to our team to be able to determine.
I'm going to seem like the hater. Because I don't think we're going to win. Michigan State is really good. They were in the tournament last year. I don't honestly know how good they're going to be this year, but I think we're going to be more rebuilding this year. And I think our freshmen are going to be great, but I just can't see them being able to beat Michigan State so early. They're not going to be as experienced yet. I think if the team's still going to be getting into their groove, I think we might lose.
All I'm going to say about his experience is the Fab 5. You know, they ain't have that much experience. They were very talented.
Yeah.
But they ain't had that much experience.
I don't know if we have a Fab 5 team on our hands, so.
I don't think so, but I'm just saying it can be done. When people doubt it down, so I just think it can be done. I think like even not just our freshmen, but we have a good transfer in guard Adam Smith, and he's going to come out and really just have a breakout year. I think coming off the redshirt season, transfer season, so I'm ready, and I'm really eager to see what they're going to produce. And obviously, we're rooting for you guys, even though Rachel is, you know.
I want you to win. But I'm also just really excited to see all the new guys, and I think Adam's going to be a big-time scorer for us this year. I'm excited about our freshman captain, Ben, but we'll see what happens. I'm just excited for basketball season to start off again. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about, make our predictions for the women's soccer team. Our women's soccer team has been fabulous this season. They did just lose to UVA last night, but UVA is #1 in the nation. So ACC tournament game Sunday. We are playing Notre Dame, who is ranked number 19th. We already beat them earlier this season. I think we can do it again. Even though it was a really close game, it's going to be hard, but it's at home. We're going to do it.
I mean, I agree 100%. Like, I think we're going to take this one away. I mean, we'll have to fight a little bit more, but I mean, we still have some star players on our team who can really get things done. I mean, we got Jasmine Reeves and Ashley Meyer, who are really, really outstanding players. So, like you said, they did it once, and I mean, you just go out there, you look at the film, you improve, and hopefully that's, you know, obviously that's the mindset that they're taking going in, and I think it'll show.
Yeah, I think they will win. And then further on in the tournament, I'm predicting that our team will end up ranked 4th, which is sad, but we lost to UVA already. Florida State was a really close game, but they were so talented. I don't know if we can get them. North Carolina, I think we might be able to beat, but we'll see what happens.
I mean, the ACC, honestly, is like...
so stacked.
Yes, this is an amazing league for women's soccer. So I don't know. I can see why you ranked us there. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, superstition.
Okay.
I don't know, but no, I think we'll end up, whatever it is, we'll end up in a really good position. So.
Okay, so we have a really big game coming up against Miami. We have to win, or we will be out of the chance to win the ACC. Do you think we're going to win?
I want to say that we're going to win, but I just feel like right now, like we're coming off the loss to Duke, and then we're about to go play Boston College, and you know that's a team that can really shake things up. So I'm not really sure, but it's so like our team is so unpredictable. Really going for like offense. We don't know if our offensive line is going to block, well one game, or if it's going to come back and bite them. We don't know how it's going to really act. I mean, defense, they do all they can. I mean, the only thing left is for the defense to start scoring. And if that happens, then I'm like, I can go in and say, yes, 100%, I think it's going to beat Miami. But right now, I just feel like it's so unpredictable on offense. Like,
so yes or no, though?
I don't know. I don't have a yes or no. I cannot choose. Like, you know what?
I'm not unsure. I'm confident we're gonna win. I think their quarterback throws lots of interceptions. Our receivers don't catch anything. Our quarterbacks catch lots of interceptions. They can score. I believe in it. Kyle, Kendall, Brandon, they're gonna score for us. We're gonna win the game.
Don't forget Tone.
Tone's back.
Yeah, I mean, we got our whole, that works for us. We got our whole, like, DB unit back. Like, everything is great on that end. I mean, the big thing now is, like, who's going to play for how much, how much time and all of that. But just, like, offense. I think if their quarterback throws a lot of interception, which he probably will, and we get them and we score, because we can catch those interceptions. I mean, Kendall did it and do. Caught all those interceptions, gave us good leverage, and we didn't capitalize on those. And that's just like, it falls back into the hands of offense, so we got to put everything into the hands of defense. I think we can do it. It just has to be one of those things where the defense plays so well that they can make up for the offense, or the offense gets on the same page that the defense is on, and they, like, play better, and our offensive line blocks better, and our, like, special teams, they block better. It's just like, everyone is like...
I know it's hard, but how are we going to go back and see who wins if you don't make a prediction?
You can win this one.
Okay, I win.
You can win. Rachel already wins because I'm not sure.
Well, if they lose, then I lose, but then we just both lose.
Okay. Well, yeah, that'll work. Because, like, I don't want to say we're going to lose. I want us to win, but I know it's going to be, like, a fight. Especially, like, it really depends on how we play at this Boston College game, because also that's away. And, this is an away game. And so just coming back with back-to-back away games, all of that has a factor into it, and I want to see.
And it'll also be a factor because Miami plays Florida State tonight.
Yeah.
And see how they can come off that game. So
it'll be a lot of research to be done on Rachel and I's part, so we can go back and see, like, if we made the right call here. Yeah. But I'm playing it safe, and I'm going to say...
You're just not deciding.
I'm not deciding.
I'm saying we got it.
I'm hoping that she's right.
So we gave our predictions, but we want to hear what you guys think and who you think is going to win. So tweet us at
sportszone_VTTV.
and tell us who you think is going to win.
So now we're going to finish our Halloween episode off with a little look at the top 10 best Halloween costumes by some athletes. I think I had my favorites. Rachel had her favorites. It's a pretty good list, so let's check it out.
Okay, so number 10, our first one, is Bill Belichick. He's smiling, which is, of course, a miracle, as a pirate.
And then number 9, we have Jason Richardson of the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's dressed up as Trinidad James. Gold all in my chain.
Okay, so number 8 is LeBron James. He's pretty creepy as Michael Myers.
And then number 7, we have Lavery Allen of the 76ers, and he's Justin Bieber.
He looks funny.
Pulled it off.
Number 6 is Nick Schumann.
Sunbird.
He looks really cute with his dog.
Okay, and number 5 is the Colorado Avalanche as the royal family.
I like the big baby. Number 4 is Serge Ibaka as
Prince Akeem from the movie Coming to America.
So my personal favorite is number 3, Shaun White as a mermaid. Ariel, I think.
And this is from 2012. And number 2 is this so cute little
Andy Reid.
He's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, so number 1 is our personal favorite.
It's our baseball team dressed up for the LAS awareness game.
And they did a really good job. My personal favorite is the Easter Bunny.
I like the Will Smith. He had even like the walk of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It was nice. Thanks for watching this episode of The Sports Zone. Make sure to check us out every Monday because you never know who or what you're going to see.
Keep it classy, keep it real, and stay in the Sports Zone.